go.
Okay, back on the record. This is County Court Ed Law number 6 in the Bexar County Veterans Treatment Court. Today is motion to revoke probation hearing day. It is Wednesday, the 3rd of November, 2021. At this time, we are taking up the case of State of Texas versus James Cox, 661-845, represented by Mr. Andrew Froelich. Mr. Froelich, are you ready to proceed?
Yeah, I am.
And Mr. Cox, I'm looking at a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Motion to Revoke Hearing by Video Conference. Is this your signature on this document, sir?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. And Mr. Froelich, as attorney for Mr. Cox, is this also your signature on this document?
It is, Your Honor.
And Ms. Benavides, my copy of this document, once again, is not dated for whatever reason. If you would ensure it administratively that it's dated today's date, 11/3/21.
I will, Your Honor.
The next document I have, Mr. Cox, is entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, which is marked, quote, is an adjudication of guilt following a deferred adjudication and the defendant has a limited right of appeal. Is this your signature on this document also, Mr. Cox?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. And Mr. Froelich, as attorney for Mr. Cox, is this also your signature on this document?
It is, Your Honor.
Okay, this is a motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision. Mr. Froelich, my understanding is this is an uncontested motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Cox, in clause 661-845 on the motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision, how do you plead, sir?
Guilty.
It would be either true or not true, sir.
It's true.
Thank you. Ms. Groves, would you please advise the court and the parties of the status of Mr. Cox's probation?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Cox has performed very poorly on probation in that he never showed up for orientation. So he has never signed his conditions. He was placed on probation back on October the 6th. All of our attempts to reach him have been unsuccessful. So he has a balance of $920 on his fees. He's delinquent $218 at this time. We have no proof of his 24 hours community service having been done. He has no criminal history. This is his first violation, first motion to revoke, and we are recommending revocation.
Mr. Froelich, what are you requesting?
I'm requesting a judgment satisfied. If I could be frank, Your Honor,
Sure.
there's no reason he should have been placed on probation to begin with, Judge. After speaking with him, and he can also, reiterate the same things. He was living in a group home. He's 30 years old. He was living in a group home. He's bipolar. And he's currently living in Haven for Hope when he's released. There is no way that he's going to be able to complete the requirements for probation, simply because I don't think he has the full capacity to do so, if I could say so. He should have been never placed on probation, Judge. He has 32 days credit. The original charge is criminal trespass. I don't think that he fully understood that, the criminal trespass, although he did plead to it. So he, he is responsible. I just don't see how he could complete the terms of his probation, Judge. And so we understand revocation. We understand he's got to be punished for that, but I don't think he has the full capacity to understand what those terms of probation even were.
Go ahead, Andrew. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just, honestly, after talking to him, I don't understand why he agreed to probation or why someone recommended the probation to him. I think the judgment satisfied would have been appropriate the first time he was in jail. But again,
let me ask you this, and State, you can throw in here in a second. Does anybody know what the original facts of the original offense were? Where did he criminal trespass? How did that transpire? Do you know? Are you aware of how that went down, Mr. Froelich?
According to what he told me, Judge, he was asked to leave his apartment and trespass from there where he was living. Stuff. His TV, they had moved it. They had moved it to a group home, when he showed up to collect his own property, it wasn't even there. He has since moved on. He doesn't live with us. He will be released, and when he's released, he will go to Haven for Hope because he doesn't have a place to live. Again,
All right, and I apologize because you were breaking up on me a little. Are you saying he was living somewhere and he went there to get his television and they'd moved it or taken it or something and it wasn't there and he wasn't going to leave till he got his TV back? Is that kind of where we're at?
yeah, Judge, that's what my client told me as his recitation of the facts. Again, it's not an issue where he understands he's not supposed to go there anymore.
Did he ever get his TV back? Do we know?
Mr. Cox,
No, yes, I do, but it's at another agency I'm with. It's called, it was with Crystal Counseling, Your Honor. They have it until I get back into a group home.
Okay, and where with Mr. Froehlich's permission, where are you living now, Mr. Cox?
I'm living at Haven for Hope.
Okay. And so if you get out of jail tomorrow, say, you can go straight back to Haven for Hope and they'll help you have a place to live?
Yes, sir. I have a bed there.
I got it. All right, state recommendation.
Your Honor, the state's recommending revocation 23 days to Bexar County Jail with the judgment satisfied.
Anything further, Mr. Froelich? I think I got it.
yeah, Judge. Mr. Cox, one more thing. Are you working on another bed at another group home? Not that.
Right now, I'm working on getting into their hotel.
Okay. That's fine. Nothing further.
Thank you. Mr. Cox, in cause 661845, the court accepts your plea of truth with an explanation on the motion to revoke. I'm sorry, motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision. I grant the state's motion to revoke your deferred adjudication. I adjudicate you guilty of the offense of criminal trespass. I sentence you to 90 days in the Bexar County Jail, a $2,000 fine plus court costs, credit for time served, time and money to run concurrent, judgment satisfied. Anything further from the state or the defense on Mr. Cox?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Good luck, Mr. Cox. Thank you, Mr. Froelich. You are dismissed.